Virgo, how you doing, Virgo? So for your channeled stuff, there really isn't a lot, but I definitely keep hearing like, have you ever had a place like this when strange things happen when you're going around the twist? So I don't know. I keep thinking like for a lot of you, like the Lighthouse family is also what I keep hearing, like the band Lighthouse family. But something to do with around your family, okay? And have you ever seen a family like this when strange things happen when you're going around the twist? So some of you feel like your family is absolutely batshit crazy around the twist. Some of you, it's around where you're actually living. And have you ever really lived in a place like this before? Because it is balmy. So there might be something that seems to be going on around where it is that you're living, like a flat or a house, and there's something strange going on. I was hearing Ghostbusters, something around Elijah perhaps. But like, have you ever seen a place like this? Strange things happen when you're going around the twist. So some of you, you're just spending a lot of time at home going around the twist. For a lot of you. That's all I've kind of got for you, Virgo, if I'm honest. Yeah, Stranger Things. Unless Stranger Things 3 or 4 comes out on Netflix and you seem to be spending a lot of time watching Netflix and like, I don't know, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Again, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, and here it comes again, Jen. They're doing the same thing again, Jen. So engine number 9. So you could be dealing with a Virgo like yourselves, or a number 9, or a Cancerian, or a life path 7 for a lot of you. Okay, and here it comes again. So here it comes again. So something around Steve. Okay, Stephen King, Lion, also a Leo could be also involved here, or an Aquarius placement. And here they come again. So some of you, you're with someone and you're just coming and going. You could be dealing with a Gemini, in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. And it's something around where your door is. So Jim Morrison's, so a hotel. So something around like a block of flats, a story of flats or something like that. Okay, some of you could be actually looking for a flat and a place to rent. Okay, or it is a tenant agreement and a rent. It's something to, I think majority of your messages are exactly the same that came out through another reading of mine, where I was actually expressing on Patron that a lot of readings that I do, it kind of gets very monotonous when the same stuff comes out. It's kind of like here also in Virgo. So some of your messages is around looking for a flat, looking for a house, or it's around where you live. Strange things happen. Okay, stranger things. So some of you could be dealing with a 3, which would be a Pisces, but I definitely keep hearing like engine number 9. So what on earth is going on? So some of you could be looking for a flat, or it's around a block of flats, or a story of flats, or somewhere that you live. Astoria. I'm also hearing Astoria. A storyteller. So some of you tell stories or lies, or Elijah is telling lies, or someone's telling lies, because you're hearing, well, I'm going to have to come up with some kind of story. So unless you're telling children's stories, no, they keep saying, tell me a story. So tell me a story, Jack and Ori. Jack, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, tell me a story. So some of you, I don't know, you're making up a story or something like that, or you're a storyteller, which would be a fortune teller, tarot card reader extraordinaire. Okay, what else have we got for Virgo? Strange things happen. I think it's around about trying to find a place or somewhere to live. Okay, or someone just keeps coming over all the time, like they're always coming over, blah blah blah, so on and so forth, in and out the door, visiting, stuff like that. Okay, so the same things are coming out through another reading. Visiting rights, children, I need to visit my children, so on and so forth. I don't really want to go over to the place where we call it Stranger Things, and strange things happen when you're going around the twist, and I want to visit my children, I want access to my kids, blah blah blah. Exactly the same that went on through the last month, which was a witch, perhaps, or a what do you call it? Someone had put on a restraining order against someone to do with their children, or a restraining order, or like ordering a lot of stuff online. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo is ordering a lot of stuff. Fluff. I keep hearing fluff. Some of you are like eating marshmallows or fluff. That's what they keep saying, like that tub that you get in America. You actually don't get it here, but apparently in America it's called fluff for some reason. Fluff, or fluffy. Something's very fluffy. Okay, I keep hearing like a lot of baking, like flaky pastry or fluffy, like Fluffy? Why on earth am I hearing fluffy? Trust me, I've mentioned this a lot of times, and people at this time are eating fluff, right? So like bum fluff, maybe. I don't know, some of you probably need to have a shave, perhaps. I don't know, it's normally what women get, is what we call in Britain bum fluff, right? Or something to do around someone's lips, or lip seal. Like I need to put on it chapped, like chappers, the name chappers, or Robin. But like I need to put on lip seal. Okay, and like a lot of like someone that is constantly like doing their lips all the time with like chapstick. Okay, very fucking strange read. This is a strange, bizarre reading. There you go. This is when you're going around the twist, Virgo. Twisted sisters. Some of you, it's your sister or your brother. For a lot of you, your sister or brother. And you see the fact that they're twisted, like there's twisted sisters. So some of you have got a twin sister, for a lot of you, or you've got a twin flame. Well, that would drive you around the twist. But like, twisted sister, like my sister or my brother is kind of like round the twist, is what I'm hearing. But for a lot of you, I'm hearing my sister. Okay, my sister. System. Okay, some of you might need to back up your system. So they're saying it might be around a computer, an analyst, the name Annie or Anna or analyst, something to do with around a computer, and I need to back up everything. I need to back up all of this evidence. Okay, some of you are still going through the same thing. Some of you, this is, like I said, because I can see in my head like a hard drive of a computer being backed up. Okay, some of you are just trying to back up evidence against someone, people like, I don't know, Linda Lewis or whatever. But like backing up evidence, still going through the same thing, I feel, for a lot of you, Virgo, like conspiracy, trying to find out evidence against someone, probably to do with children or computers, backing up evidence of somebody that annoys you or something like that, and I'm backing all of this evidence up and I'm keeping it on hard drives, is what I'm hearing. Like I'm keeping all of this evidence and locking it all in and logging it all down and keeping it into evidence. So is this something to do with around police, the police force, or like logging everything down into evidence and then I'm passing it on to another for evidence, so on and so forth. I'm also hearing evanescence as well, so the name Ness or Loch Ness, someone from Scotland. Okay, but evidence, like I'm logging everything down onto a computer of evidence, and then I'm planning on using it against another person at a later date when I have enough of evidence. But ain't you guys had this same message for fucking ages? For a long time. Like, I mean, how long is it that you're having to, like, well, how long's a piece of string, Virgo? But how long is it that you're, like, trying to find this evidence of chasing a piece of string? Like, I keep finding more and more clues and more evidence the longer I go, and I keep finding more evidence, and it keeps leading down. There's a channel that I watch, actually, and it's a guy, it's quite popular, I can't think what his name is, Roy, I think, something, I'm not really sure, is it Roy? I don't know, well, I keep hearing the name Roy, anyway, Roy or Ron, or you do Ron, you do Ron, but Ron or Roy, okay, but he does these videos where he looks at different videos on YouTube that are all like conspiracy, like I don't know if any of you were aware of that, I think she was Chinese, I think, and she ended up jumping into she went into a hotel, blah blah blah, she had like paranoia, schizophrenia, all this kind of stuff, and she was vlogging it all down onto a computer and all that sort of stuff and putting it on Facebook and all these things, and then eventually they got video evidence of her going slightly crazy, and then she ended up going to the top of the hotel and she jumped into a water tank that was on the hotel. It was in America. And eventually everybody was drinking her. They were drinking her. Right? But bless her heart, you know, she had like a disorder of so on and so forth. And yeah, she jumped into the water and realised that she couldn't get out. Okay, so she jumped into the water that everyone was drinking. And this channel, he does all that kind of stuff, right? And I don't know, it's something like that, like I'm trying to figure out clues and blah blah blah, and it keeps sending me down the rabbit hole for a lot of you. Like I'm always like an Inspector Clouseau. Like I'm always inspecting some kind of conspiracy, and I keep finding things along my way, and I keep like finding this and going here and finding that. I mean, this is what that Brittany sent me all the time. God, like, oh my God, I've seen 333 and that 44 led me to another video, and I need to send you please don't send all of those, okay, because I'm really not interested. I'm just putting that out there. But like, I found a video and it was 333, and then that sent me where I googled 333, and that 33 sent me to a 448. And then I realised that was Leo and Aquarian, and then I went over to another video, and then I watched another video, and that went to this one, and that, and then I put all these numbers together, and I'm literally lost my fucking mind, perhaps. Right. Trust me, I've been down that rabbit hole fucking many years ago, and it really didn't lead to anywhere apart from the fact that I was going fucking nuts and crazy and having an awakening, basically. So trust me, by the time you wake up out like you think, what the fucking hell was I doing, really? But you know, that's what you get on the progression of being at the beginning. And basically just following loads of clues to do with conspiracies, following the rabbit hole, continuing to go down like a dark path for a lot of you, some of you. And you're choosing the dark side over the light side, or you're just like, I don't know, confused. Yeah, because like rabbit hole, Roy, I keep hearing Roy. Some of you might work in an elderly patient's place. Yeah, so like, what do you call it? I'm also hearing Phoenix House, like a rehabilitation centre, or a place where they work for the elderly. So Askham House, or somewhere where they have like elderly patients and so on and so forth. I had to give up working there when I worked there because of the amount of spirits that were there. So, yeah, something to do with around that. Around your flat, something around your flat, okay, where you live, like where there's 1 floor, 2 floors, 3 floors, or 4 floors, but yeah, something around your house or home, something, I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. That's what I got for you, Virgo. I never said Pisces. You could be dealing with the Pisces. Virgo. So what they got for November? Virgo. November rain. Lorraine Kelly. Kel's Bell. Belly. Bella. Let's see. Virgo for November. There you are, Virgo. Straight up, no chaser, bruv. I'm just sitting here, waiting. Sitting here, T-Rex or Tatiana. Sorry, but these lights really do. How do you get rid of skin glare when you've got... I'm still looking for a lampshade, to be honest with you. Virgo should be very good at finding one of those. I'm looking, or your partner is looking for a lampshade for a lot of you. I'm also hearing that. Shade. Shady. Slim Shady. Eminem. Emily. Melissa. Maria. Michael. Julian. Jason. Justin. Emily. Maria. But I'm looking for a lampshade, okay, or shady, slim shady. Someone's very slim and slender called Brenda. Hello, Brenda, or Brenda. But like Brenda. Some of you are looking for a blender, or you're using a blender quite a lot, okay. Lucy, Laura, also Laura, Lucy. Charlotte, also Charlotte. I keep hearing an allotment, something to do with around growing vegetables or something around an allotment. Okay, we have a piece of land for a lot of you. Jim Morrison, land, hoe. So some of you could be dealing with a hoe, okay, or you're looking for a new hose, okay, or a new nose. I'm also hearing, I'm looking for a new nose. Really? What's wrong with the one that you've got? Someone's like, well, I'm looking for a new nose. Does anybody sell noses? Really? Some of you are looking to have surgery. Okay, I need to have surgery on my nose. I don't know what that is. I need to have surgery on my nose, or something is constantly on your nose all the time. Someone's very nosy and is always in the middle of your relationship, I'm feeling. Don't be so nosy. Rosie. I'm also hearing Rosie. Rose, or Roseanne. Also Roseanne. Kiss from a rose. I'd love a kiss with Rose. I'd love a kiss with Rose. Anyway, Jenny, also Jenny Rowe, something to do with Jenny on the block. Jenny on the block, Jen. It's always about Jennifer. Oh dear, what can the matter be, Jennifer? Well, I don't know, I'm just kind of like shady, really, a little bit shady. I'm always looking in the corner like, Oh, what's going on? A bit shady. So someone's very devious, or Devi, the name Devi or Devil. There's something to do around a Capricorn for a lot of you. And something that's very shady. Slim shady. Very slim, very slender, and shady as fuck. Here's what I'm hearing. I'm doing something I know I shouldn't, but I am. So I feel paranoid. For a lot of you, it's paranoia. Pucci, Paula, Pisces involved, possible. Yeah, shade. I'm looking for a brighter shade of pale. Some of you, you're going pale, or it's something to do around makeup. Like I'm putting a lot of makeup on in order to cover up something around shading. Some of you, it's around drawing or art that you're doing. Something around like a tattoo, or you're using charcoal, Charlotte, or using charcoal, or like drawing or something like that, or some kind of arts and crafts. I'm also hearing the Crafty Fox, which is a pub. The Crafty Fox. The Fox and Hound. The Fox and Hound. Some of you go to a pub or a boozer called the Fox and Hound. You ain't nothing but a hound dog crying all the time. Oh, that rings a bell. What did I do? Cancerian or Life Path 7. They had that. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Same song came up, and I think I actually... Did I call it that? I don't know. You'll probably see it before this one. I think I called the Cancerian reading You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. Okay, it was a lot to do with public appearance, okay, makeup and all stuff like that, and putting myself all up online as my sexy self, and doing a lot. Women do that all the time, and I'm sick to death of like going through, just like putting myself up online, constantly taking loads of photographs and blah 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 and stuff like that for a lot of you. Yeah, so I don't know, makeup. Like I'm putting a lot of makeup on and posting it to Instagram and Twitter and so on. If not, this person probably is here. Your person could actually work or be online for some reason. Okay, it could be involving a Leo for a lot. There's a Leo. That's probably... Oh, there's the Sun also. Well, there you go. There's Libra and there's Leo. So for a lot of you, you're just like not talking to the person. You're just like sitting there, sitting here. I can't bid for you, but I'm deeper in love. Ain't that funny? So something to do with Tatiana or Tara, the name Tara or Tanya. Some of you are looking for a suntan, or you're getting a fake suntan, or a fake sun. I've got a fake sun. So some of you, well, you're more than likely fighting with your son or your daughter, or trying to get them back still, for a lot of you. Some of you are getting absolutely frustrated to shit the fact that this person will not open up their mouth and they won't speak. I'm also hearing don't speak. I don't know what you're saying when you don't speak. So it's like, well, I'm just going to have to watch a tarot card reading just to basically see if they're going to reach out without me doing it myself. Unless I've already tried, and then I'll try again, but still really not getting anywhere. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. Still really not getting anywhere. Still doing the same thing, really. Still feel very sexually horny at the moment, but I'm really not getting any. But I'm not really getting any. I don't know. King of Wands is also someone that's like a predator as well. Okay, like I'm like sniffing something out, like a clue, or like Scooby-Doo and a clue. Like I'm sniffing something out, like I'm sniffing around. Like, why does somebody keep fucking sniffing someone? What is that like? I mean, does someone smell or spell, or is it a spell? I don't know. But like, what's that smell? I mean, is it shit? I don't know. Someone farts a lot. But like, I don't know, Scooby. I've got a clue. What's that? Well, who knows? It was actually Old Man Smithers. Some of you are like going to watch Jason. There you go. Oh, that's Old Man Smithers. We actually know what Jason's all about already, don't we, Elijah? But he's still not doing anything different, neither am I. So there you go, yeehaw. Someone's like, all up and down, yeah, yeehaw, yeah, one, here, one, what? Someone's like, what do you call it, all up in America? What do y'all call it? Those people that like, yo, how one was corny, hi, it's your girl washing the hair, and then yeah, y'all. What? Hey, y'all say, y'all, hi, it's your girl was here. Sorry, bruv. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm English, darling. What was that? I want to say, I mean, this is fucking Elvis. Somebody's fucking Elvis. Hey, one here, hi, sorry, y'all, hey, y'all, it's all y'all. All right, yeah. Anyway, see ya. Don't know. Something could be crazy as shit. I don't know, but like, I don't know. What the fuck is that? Somebody keep trying to like do very well on something, but they're not doing very well, and no one's taking any notice of them. This can be no one's taking any fucking notice of me. I keep trying to use my intuition, but don't you know that your intuition is fuck all? Really, what's your intuition? Should have used it. Your intuition is like when you're in front of someone and they're not taking any fucking notice of you and they're not speaking to you, that's you using your intuition. It's the fact that they don't want anything to do with someone. They're like, hello, I want to speak to you and everything else, and they're kind of like, Felicia, hello, I'm not taking any notice of that. I've got no idea what that means. Like, just please leave me alone. So if they don't say that, right, and they inadvertently just do something where they're like, well, you know what, goddammit, this person's really not fucking paying any attention to me whatsoever. They're not speaking, they're not doing anything, they're basically just, so hold on a minute, let me use my intuition. That means that you don't want to speak to me? Oh, that's what your intuition is. By someone's actions, of what they prove, the fact that they're not taking any notice of someone. So when someone forces their way in, that's you using your intuition, but the other person isn't. It's because you're like, well, you're batshit crazy. Or whatever. I'm not really giving you any attention. I'm not talking to you. I'm not speaking to you. Okay. I'm just kind of like in the hallway. Okay. And then I don't speak to you. I bypass you and then basically close the door. Hold on a minute. I just want to. Oh, then they're not speaking to me. Why is that? Well, if I use my intuition, that means that somebody doesn't want bothering. Right? That's your intuition. It's straight up. Somebody doesn't want bothering. I know they don't want bothering. Okay, so I'm using my intuition to know that by their mannerisms of how they look, how they feel, and how they act, is actually me using my intuition to know, you know what? I actually get it now. They actually don't want to speak. Or I actually get it now. If I want something, I have to ask first. If I get told no, there's my answer. But no, we need closure on something. No, of course not. You close your own book. Your chapter of life is, I need to ask first. If I've asked already and I've got that answer of no, there it is. I have to drop it. Okay. If I haven't asked and no one pays any attention and I just keep doing things, just trying to get people's attention, but they're not fucking giving me it and they're not doing what I want, I'm not actually using my own intuition to know, well, no one's really bothered. Well, straight up, no chaser, right? Nobody likes an attention seeker, right? It's the truth, right? I'm trying to get everybody's attention. Hello, I'm here. I'm in the background. No one really pays any kind of attention to me. Great, right? You shouldn't really need attention off other people because it should come naturally. And if it doesn't, it comes across as false and fake, right? People have to enjoy what it is that you have about you. You can't copy and be someone else. For a lot of you, or be beyond Bianca or whoever, I don't know. But majority of you out there, everybody strives to be a tarot card reader. All the time. Everybody that watches tarot card readings, everybody wants to be a tarot card reader, right? Trust me when I tell you, it's not always exactly how everybody sees it all of the goddamn time. Like I've said, it's very, very monotonous because you do one sign and you go through to 12 signs, right? And you do it daily, absolutely daily, right? When you're like myself also, you end up realising, you know what? People's lives are really not changing. The readings seem to be exactly the same as what they were through numerology, through the placements of numerology, and basically also through the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. And if I really look at it, the other person has that placement anyway. So all 12 star signs seem to be pretty much the same story. When you're a tarot card reader and you do it for a living, okay, for an actual living, okay, you also do like personal readings, and you also have like loads of readings to do each and every single day, okay? When you've done that for quite a few years, Trust me when I tell you that everybody wants fame, fortune, and popularity. When you get it, you'll realise that it's still the same kind of monotonous stuff that you do daily. You end up chasing money. You end up chasing success. And when you don't get it, you sit there waiting for it to happen, right? Still very monotonous. It's still the same kind of job as anybody else, right? So I don't know what this is around people trying to get attention, but it not like, you know, like I said, this can be people that say, and I get it all the time, I'm a medium, I'm a channeler, I'm a psychic, and they say it all the time, right? Great, so am I, but that doesn't lead me to overnight success constantly all the time. I don't get anywhere any better than anybody else. There's people that have got like fucking 50 goddamn million goddamn subscribers and God knows what else, and they literally just read a couple of cards just from a book, you know, but they got loads, like loads, right? And I can put loads of energy in channeling and everything else and talking and doing everything else. It doesn't make me any different than anyone else, right? It doesn't mean that I'm going to get overnight success. So I don't know what this is around people keep trying to do something, because this is also a false prophet, right? This is also a false prophet, right? I believe I am, I know I am, so I'm going to keep doing it. Brilliant, that's great, right? But I don't know what this is around struggling to be able to get people to find me. Well, that's YouTube, unfortunately. You are putting your videos out into an algorithm. Do you know, research it, do you know how many videos are, or hours of videos that are actually posted per hour? It's like 1,000 days, like 1,000 days worth of video posted each hour. So like each hour you would watch 1,000 days. It would take 1,000 days to actually watch 1 hour worth of stuff posted each day to YouTube. That's the algorithm, right? That's the algorithm. Trust me, that guy where I was saying around all these people that are doing very weird, dark shit online, he was also doing about witchcraft and people that were like, I'm writing all of this shit out and I'm going to like prick my finger and I'm going to put it all over a piece of paper, okay, and we're all going to join a clan and a clique and everything else and all of that shit, right? All of that stuff is on YouTube. They have that many goddamn hours on YouTube that to get some of these people, there was a guy, it's probably in here, there was a guy that was stalking women, physically taking like photographs of it, or not photographs, videos, videos, right? Walking around the streets of New York, right? Hassling women and telling the story to everybody that he was physically going to do harm to these people and so on and so forth, right? And it was going on for ages. He was literally spurting all this stuff that he was going to do, right? That he was going to do. And he's still running. He's still going, right? So, you know, some of you out here, you're trying to fight YouTube or something, right? You can't fight an algorithm. Trust me, there is fucking absolute billions of hours and people posting daily, right? There is some kind of struggle here around people's channels and stuff, right? Get used to it. As I said to everybody a long time ago, you have to do it yourself. You have to do it yourself. You can't rely on other people to do it for you, right? And I'm also sorry for the person, because you're obviously in here, that posted literally on my account, right, your own videos. I'm sorry, no, you didn't even ask, right? I'm just like, get everybody, no, it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't, right? But I don't like that. I find that as an offence. Like, I'm going to post up all of my stuff, even though I know you don't want me to. I'm just going to post it up just to get all of your subscriptions. This took me years to get that far. And I'm just going to, without asking, I'm just going to post it all up on it. No, bruv, no. No way. You'll find any YouTuber that is like that anybody that spent multiple years building up their YouTube account, that you don't just automatically go, there you go, there you go. Some people, man, I take offence to that. I think that's taking liberties. I really do. Anyway, so I don't know where your fucking reading has gone, Virgo, but November. I did. It was someone that was. I'm gonna close them down, man, because I don't even know what they're there for. Just I don't know. Anyway, Knight of Pentacles. Some of you, you're still fighting with the ex. You're trying to get your children back. You're trying to get access. It really isn't going very far. It's really not doing very much. Like I said, if you're in relationships and stuff like that, and you know, these are going to be other messages for people. For some of you, it's just a constant struggle and a fight in order to basically get rid of a connection that you can't get rid of. You can't get rid of your karma, unfortunately. No matter what you do, you can't get rid of it. Even if you do voodoo, you're still not going to get rid of your karma. You're just going to make it worse, okay? So you can keep trying and keep trying, but you ain't going to get rid of your karma. Neither are other people, okay? But like I said, a lot of people, they lose their fucking mind. They physically, through an awakening, lose their mind. They do, they lose their mind. Where do you think an awakening comes from? Your mind, right? So you have to keep grips of fucking reality here a lot of the time. Right, but yeah, majority of you here, it's just fighting over something that's really not going anywhere. It's very monotonous. It's very boring. Okay, it's because it's also like I'm struggling because I want things now. I want things now. I want fame, fortune, popularity. I want people to see me. I want it now. I want it now. I want this to happen now. Are you in such a rush to die? You're supposed to enjoy the process, and if you're not enjoying your process and you're really not just enjoying being you, then who's going to recognize you here, right? Because this is like, well, it's fucking getting on my nerves because it isn't getting any bigger, it isn't getting any better, it isn't getting anywhere, it's just leading me more and more down a rabbit hole, okay? And I'm not even started work yet. Like I said, a YouTube channel, this is about YouTube for a lot of it. A YouTube channel, you have to put in at least 3 or 4 years. 3 or 4 years of putting in constant free work. All of the time, constantly. 3 or 4 years, at least, right? I've been doing it for longer than that, and I'm still at 21,000. Now, for a lot of you, you'll think, fucking hell, that's loads. That's nowhere near. Some people, someone actually left this in a comment. Some people actually just started, right? Just started. They ended up with something like 50,000 subscriptions and everything else after literally just starting. Right, after literally just starting. And I think it was on the video that I said about people buying subscriptions and everything else and all that sort of stuff, right? Trying to do it the false way. Anyway, so let's see. Virgo. Sorry, Virgo, because this is just a monotonous reading of the same. You've split up, you've broke up, you've got a number 2, you've possibly got energies of Libra maybe here. For a lot of you, you know, this is a split up from a 6 of Cups. You've got batshit crazy family members also for a lot of you around you, okay? So people are interfering into one's relationship. This is normally where mothers start interfering into children's relationships and starting to think that they can save them from getting hurt. Okay, here, because this is what I'm saying, your kids, if you've got kids, they could have 2 of Cups stuff going on in their life, okay? And this is them not telling you about it. This is them keeping you out from it and not telling you about what's going on in their life. Because it's pretty much like where you didn't really want other people telling you about yours. Okay, so for a lot of you here, this is split up from the 6 of Cups. No longer speaking, no longer talking. I'm stuck in a metaphysical connection that isn't going anywhere. I have a connection with someone. I constantly think about them all up in my chakras and my ritas and my auras. And they're literally everywhere. And every time I try to move away, they just keep pulling me back. All of the goddamn time. When is this ever going to end? How long's a piece of string? If it's anything to do with children, when's my court date? Because get yourself strapped in, because this sort of stuff is going to continue on until your court date. So what am I going to be reading each and every day for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node? Your court date. The problems that you're having around your family and your children. Right? Every single day. Through 12 signs. Y'all want to be a tarot card reader? Fucking good luck. Right? There you go. Every single day. Right? Every single day I'm going through the same thing. It's not going anywhere. Right? So it's either looking elsewhere for another one. I need to jump ship. This number 2 is nothing but me trying to flush it. And I got a big old shit down the toilet and it won't flush. So I need to get myself flush and find someone else. Find someone else. Right? So some of you are stuck between a rock and a hard place of realising that you are not getting anywhere back into the 6 of Cups. The relationship really isn't here. If you're in a relationship, then this does not mean a breakup. It just means that there are certain things going on around your family, Jane. Okay? That's what I've got for you so far. Sorry for such dramatic performance, but it's my first reading. it seems to be a lot around YouTube and struggling to get things picked up and get going. Okay, trust me, you know, I suffer from depression. Right? I suffer from depression, and that's very difficult to get motivated at the moment. It really is very difficult. I'm on a change of medication for any of you out there that are worried. I am on a change of medication. I'm now going on to citalopram because the Zoloft or whatever it was wasn't working at all. I was on a high dose of it, still didn't work, really wasn't doing anything. So I'm now having to detox myself off that to go on to another tablet to see if that works. If that doesn't, then I'm going to have a great Christmas. Also, I'm going up north. Any of you live up north? I am going up north to Sheffield on Monday. On Monday, I'm going up north. Okay, but I'll probably do a video for it for everybody. But I don't know if you live near Sheffield or up north, but that is where I'm going on Monday and also Tuesday and staying overnight. Walking around Sheffield, Meadow Hall, all that kind of stuff, right? Anyway, Virgo, so if you want to continue on with your reading, it will be on tier 1 and also the full access bundle. Obviously the full access bundle is going to have a load more after because you will only get your first week on the full access bundle on the 1st. This one will be on both tiers. One is very cheap, the other one is a little bit more money, but you get a lot more stuff for your money. Okay. Yeah, so full spread, clarified to you what you got coming up on the full access bundle. Like I said, through the month is where I look into thoughts and feelings and what's projected onto you from your partner, how they think about it, how they feel about it. But at the moment, this is just going to be a full spread, clarified, and it'll be on both tiers. If you want to reach out for a personal reading, you can. The link is provided below. Make sure that you also follow Angel Radio. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks very much, Virgo. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.